Hello out there, everyone. I am DJ Particle. This is ParticlePlay Live. Oh, God. Let me get comfy. Let me stretch. All right. Okay. I'm here. It's Wednesday. I'm actually early for once. I'm actually a little early for a change. I did my old thing where I would put the starting soon screen up 5 minutes before the scheduled start time. And yeah, I was early for once. That was my fault. Well, let's bring Ranko in here. Hello, RankoHoshino. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You're fine? Ready for the first gym again?
We'll see what happens.
All right. Okay. What was I gonna do? Yes. Regular overlay. There it is. Now I raided Epic Xander last night, and he was playing Grand Theft Auto, and I think it was GTA 5, and there was a character in there. I swear to God, there's a character who sounded just like me if I had a cartoonishly exaggerated accent.
Good grief.
Yeah, seriously. Because I think GC was the first to mention it, and then I listened to it, and I'm like, holy shit, she does sound like me.
Wow. Grand Theft Auto Online.
Grand Theft basically Grand Theft Auto 5, because Grand Theft Auto Online uses 5 as its base. So.
Yeah, but that's what it was categorized as.
Yeah.
GTA
there's
Online,
the doctor!
specifically. Except he's the Interpol guy.
Oh, come on! Like I said, the 10th Doctor was the current Doctor at the time this game was being developed. You can't tell me that they at least were parodying it.
Who knows?
You can't tell me they weren't at least parodying the Doctor with that character.
Could if I wanted to.
Oh God, I forgot the name of the cover Pokemon for this.
This Pokemon? Giratina?
Giratina, that's it, Giratina.
But not in its altered, not in the form that we've seen in Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
A new form introduced in Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Dialga and Palkia do also end up getting secondary forms in Legends Arceus that are not as good as they could have been.
Well, we'll eventually get to Arceus in a few years, maybe.
The legend begins when the leg ends.
Yeah. The only thing is, I don't know how I'm going to show the touchscreen when we get to the 3DS titles, because the top screen 3DS is 16:9.
Wider.
Yeah.
Yeah, the top screen is wider than this thing.
Yeah, the top screen is 16:9. Then that's what will show in the main frame. So I'm trying to think of where I could put the touchscreen frame.
Yeah, and because the touchscreen is the same size.
Yeah. Yeah, touchscreen is still 4:3. Yeah, I used to actually have a 3DS, but when the 2DS came out in purple, I had to snatch it.
Waluigi color.
Not to mention that means my That means my 2DS is actually newer than my first Switch. True Pixel, what's up? Hey, what's going on?
Pixel. I played Link to the Past Randomizer this morning. It was a seed of all time.
Oh, I was doing some spring training this morning in MLB The Show, Spring Training 2029, and they had me in the game versus the Yankees. Mia was there. She was there, but they didn't have me pitching against her. They only put me in for 1 inning. But she was there. She pinch hit later on and got on base. Not only got on base, but also got a run in.
Doesn't matter how much defense you have, dude. It doesn't matter that you resist normal moves. Having 1 HP is going to just ruin everything.
Oh, jeez.
You're still getting knocked out because you only have 1 HP.
Yeah. But basically, I woke up on time, I showered on time, I ate early, and I got myself
I'm only slightly late because I was having an idle meeting.
Aha!
I have my idle meetings before stream.
Yeah, well, yeah, but also remember, I'm more than a decade older than you, and sometimes idle meetings come very unannounced.
Yeah.
I assume this is the first gym.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We have a human character named Roark. Hilariously, there is a Gen 5 Pokemon named Zoroark. Have fun with that.
Work?
Zoroark is the Pokemon's name, but this gym leader is Roark. It's a funny coincidence.
Mr. Rock, the plane, the plane. Hey, Xander, what's up? How you doing today? Happy Tuesday to you.
By the way, while I was playing Mario Kart Wii yesterday morning, I encountered a player named Xander.
I assume it was not our own Epic Sim.
Of course not.
You're doing good? Cool, cool.
I did mention him, and I did plug him a bit verbally. Do the verbal shout out, of course. Y'all should go follow Epic Xander. He's cool.
Oh, yeah. He's not streaming today, but likely will be tomorrow. By the way, on overnight Saturday night on the night of March 7th, you know, I've been talking about it all month. And at that point, I will finally do a stream of MLB The Show. At that point, I'll probably be in year like 2031 or something of my dude's road to the show. Yeah, and my tune's back down to 5th in the pitching rotation.
Yes, the Onyx did survive the bubble attack, because that's just how weak bubble is. Despite the 4 times effectiveness and it being the same type as Piplup, it still just didn't do the job, because base 20 attack power. Which effectively becomes 33 Zoom type attack bonus, more or less. Then he multiplied up some more through double super effectiveness. It's like, that still wasn't enough to defeat that ding Onyx. Oh well.
Ah. Okay, here we go. First badge. Oh, that's a different fight intro screen.
Yep.
Go, Pippi! Ow! That landed right on Pippi's
And die
head.
immediately.
That landed
And
right
die
on...
immediately to critical. Yep, and die immediately to a critical hit.
That landed right on Pippi's head.
I don't have revives, obviously.
Yeah, you might want to put Pippi out there before the fight starts. If you can.
Here, Kyobro.
Hi.
What's up, Kill May?
Not so much, just tired.
And aren't you tired?
Yeah. That was the next statement. Been streaming almost all day.
Hey, what's up, Justin06?
Hey, Justin.
Yeah, we just started Platinum yesterday and we're already at the first gym.
This game runs faster than Diamond.
Yeah. Which is good. All the sooner we'll get to Fire Red. Not Fire, Heart Gold, I mean.
Yeah. Except we're going to have more side activities inside of, like, the league stuff that we're doing right now. Yeah, there's more stuff to do.
Yeah, didn't you say there's like
First
2
game.
trips down Victory Road in this one?
Okay.
Our trips as before.
Oh, I thought there was an extra trip for the championship.
Oh, chandelier.
We go through Victory Road for the same usual reason, and then there's the post-game area, but that's not different from Diamond or Pearl.
Oh. Oh.
There
All right.
are league rematches, however,
That's what I mean.
but we don't need to go through Victory Road again because you can just fly to the league building.
Well, yeah.
And it's not like I'm really planning to do those league rematches because the levels jump up to the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. The only reason that Piplup got destroyed in the first attempt is because critical hit,
Oh, yeah.
which prior to X and Y is a damage doubler. And that's very painful.
Yeah.
So basically, if you get hit by a critical hitting move in the older games, you're basically taking super effective damage, no matter what.
All right,
Compared to
Pippi,
normal.
let's go. Bubble. There we go. That's how that's supposed to go.
Poof. There goes my axe. Down to the last.
Bubble
That's
again.
In my pocket.
Oh. Ow!
Onyx is faster, of course.
Ah! Fucker nut. Fucker nut. Ooh.
What?
Ah!
If only this was a BDSP, but then we wouldn't be dealing with Bubble, we would be dealing with Watcher Gun, which would be getting the KO.
Speed
Oh,
belt.
also,
Good.
EXP share would just be on.
Right. I assume more bubble?
Yeah, might as well. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something real quick before I keep bubbling up on the last Pokemon.
Level 13. There we go.
We are going to do some switching
Oh?
for intimidate purposes.
Ah. Ah. Pointed stones.
Because this is not a ground type.
Yeah.
This thing is pure rock type. So Bubble's going to obviously do less damage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Starly is still a Starly, so it doesn't have Intimidate for its ability yet.
Oh no!
It's going to keep it kind of wrecked up by Stealth Rock. I'm going to be switching back and forth between Shinx and Starly anyway, because I'll still be getting Intimidate action to happen anyway.
Oh.
I didn't have any headphones on. And
But every
I
time
went
you
to
bring out
fish,
every
and-
time you bring out a Pokemon, they get cut by the rocks.
Yeah, I know.
Huh? That's what Stealth Rock is.
Yeah. And Roark did use Stealth Rock via Onyx, but whatever. What I'm trying to do is bring in Piplup safely.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But also have Intimidate activations to lower the attack stat of that Pokemon by 1 stage per intimidation. I know it says
There!
cut, but it's only minus 1 stage per usage.
Good. All right. All right. Now it's Pippi's time to
it.
shine.
Yeah, type effectiveness does matter with Stealth Rock.
All right. All right, Pippi, let's go. Oh no. Oh, that only weakens defense? Come on, come on! No way, not yet! I'm not giving up! Headbutt! No! Ah! What the hell?
At least you don't have to pay half of your money to the guy. And you keep your levels. That's why I didn't reset.
I don't have my headphones on again. Oh my god.
Then put them on!
I keep trying to fish, but I don't have my headphones on.
Put them on! Then put them on, boy! Yeah!
Fishing is not a visual task. It is an auditory one.
But as you can see, I keep my levels, so like technically this is also level grinding in disguise.
Yeah. Level grinding in disguise.
It's better than going over to the other route and hitting up those wild Pokemon. Yeah, the leaders were effectively undoing the Intimidate by proxy. Technically, it was still at -3 attack stages, but by lowering my defense stats, my Piplup's defense stat by 2 stages, it effectively had a -1 differential instead.
Yeah. Raven, what's up?
I think my game is now officially a week behind. Yay!
Oh, hey, cool. Didn't use Stealth Rocket, used Screech instead. I definitely need to switch out the Piplup immediately.
Oh, no.
Remember kill with the bubble.
Yeah.
Alright.
But because Stealth Rock isn't in play, I can do some more intimidating.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big stretch in the cover of the nose. Your nose is so pretty.
Oh, God, what's going on?
So pretty.
Kitty.
Oh, talking about that.
Which one?
Probably. Every part of me kind of just wants to go to bed.
Intimidate is basically auto growl upon switching in or gaining the ability during battle. So, like, if you trace Intimidate, you need to immediately activate Intimidate as well.
Oh, you're...
As we've seen that happen before. We've seen that happen before, actually.
Yeah. Oh, still sick, Raven? That's okay. I hope you get well soon. Yeah, I just watched the first newsy news in the week from VTuber Lydia Nekazawa. And she says she had been gone for a week because she had COVID.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oof.
Yeah, so she was gone for a week, but she's better now. And she had mentioned...
no.
Oh.
Go on.
Oh, and she had mentioned before that she did get vaxxed, so...
By the way, because I knocked out the Onyx immediately, Rowork still has the potion.
Ah. Uh-oh. Leer at you. Come on, Bubbles! Come on, Bubbles! Ah!
If Piplup had access to Water Gun, she would be doing more damage.
Come on!
But because I know that he has a potion left, I can growl. I can safely growl.
Attack fell. Good. And yay, Pippi Potion!
But because Craniodus is faster, it can flinch Piplup.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a super potion if needed. I'm going to use that super potion.
Yeah, I think you should. Like you said, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Get back to full health. My one and only super potion, and I don't have but the pair of potions that I left over. I didn't buy any potions.
And Bubble him down. Oh, come on. 3 headbutts.
Well, to be fair, it is faster. And using an item takes up a turn.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if all you
Actually,
need
you've
is
not
one
noticed
more
this
strike,
yet.
and if you don't get the strike,
That's kind of how Pokemon works, I mean.
headbutt. Ah.
And the critical hit.
Oh,
happens.
come on!
That's always a thing that can happen.
Probably should have bubbled him instead
6.25%.
potion.
Critical hit is always a risky thing to deal with.
Ah.
You know what I always say?
At least I got my items back.
Yeah. You know what I always say?
Yeah?
Well, too bad, so sad I have cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Damn it, now I want cupcakes. Damn it. Oh, I did a meme on Blue Sky. There's a meme if your VTuber was a 2-phase boss battle, what would happen? I said, well, first phase would be like Interregion 3, you know, regular splat battle, you know. But after splatting, I say, turf war. Turf war never changes. And then you gotta splat me before I fill up my special meter. Because you know what my special is? My special is that! And I stop time, and I one-shot splat you.
Alright, Stealth Rock was used again this time.
Ow.
Huh.
You know what this means? Because Onyx survived the bubble attack, potion will be used.
Ah.
Roark only has 1 potion.
Alright. Well, better he uses the potion
It was wasted
on
on
the
Onyx
weaker
because
Pokemon.
it didn't heal the rock snake enough.
Yeah, well, better he use the potion on the weaker Pokemon.
I
Yeah.
feel like mine would be like first being the wave of like just the regular bunnies and stuff like that, and me just spamming them, and then people being like, "Oh, this is too easy." Cue the giant ass like the gigantic, like, you know, the size compared to like the bunnies from the side order fight. Compare that to the size of the giant octopus. That will be the size of the bunny.
Will Shinx have a chance to do any sort of attack? No, apparently not. Okay.
You didn't hear what
I
I
need
said.
to switch it out to switch it back into
Oh,
reactivate
yeah,
and
that's right.
intimidate.
That's right.
As Shinx doesn't know growl.
Oh.
And unfortunately, Starly is still a Starly, which means it does not have Intimidate for the ability. It needs to evolve.
Bye, Star. Oh, whoa! Starly is still alive! Or I should say, still awake. Pokemon don't die, they faint. This isn't a Nuzlocke.
Get a bit of damage off using
there.
Quick Attack.
Alright.
Because of +1 priority, I was able to get that little hit in.
Alright, one more Intimidate.
Leering is pointless because Piplup it will be using Bubble, which is a special attack, not a physical attack.
Yeah. Bye,
Like, we need to let
Shinx.
Shinx be knocked out.
Okay. All right, Pippi. Take him down.
Notice I haven't been getting any speed debuffs off of Bubble, right?
Yeah.
There's a 10% chance of that. A 10%.
Oh!
Yeah, 10% chance of that happening.
Almost.
Okay, no flinching happened this time, by the way.
Good.
So we win.
All right, finally.
397 experience, all for Piplup.
Oh, what Piplup's moves is water sports? Ew.
Yeah. Water sport is not a particularly good move anyway, but it is typically more useful than mud sport, which is almost exclusively learned by ground types anyway.
Ah. All right. I ran lost to a trainer.
Damn it.
Okay.
I picked up the fence. Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Anyways, tomato harvesting. You may pick up your fences now. Turn the other way? Don't turn the other way after you put your fence back down where it originally was. Don't worry, you'll pick up your fence again. Oh, this game. I love it so much. It's so relaxing and calming and soothing and... Can you tell what game I'm playing?
We'll never figure this one out.
Not offhand. Sims?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Oh.
No, he's playing Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh.
I was being facetious.
I was like, I don't play Kingdom Hearts.
I was picking something that was very much not Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm. And very much so a game that I don't own.
Right. By the way, ultimately, Donald Duck ends up being like at least one of the most powerful black mages in all of Square Enix games, full stop, because like toward the end of the Dark Seeker saga, apparently he gets to cast Zeta Flare. Dead fucking serious. At some point in the Kingdom Hearts series, Donald Duck gets to cast Zeta Flare. That's insane. And it's Donald Duck we're talking about. How absurd.
Yeah.
Like, why doesn't Donald heal me? Well, he's a black mage. Of course he's not going to heal you. I mean, technically he could have been using potions on Sora the whole time, but that tends to not happen. That leads to memes for Kingdom Hearts fans. Impatient as always is Barry. Oh wait, we need to go back to the Pokemon Center to get Bidoof.
Oh, big yawn.
In today's episode of A Link to the Past Randomizer, I did not find the boots. I did not find any progressive armor either. I had a big key in another dungeon's big chest. Multiple big keys were in other dungeons together, and I've actually got all the big keys before I got all the items I needed. Also, I got to fight Ganon without Silvers using the Tempered Sword on Green Mail. So no defense boost whatsoever, but I ultimately got it done on the first try.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that seed could have been a lot better.
So stupid. What am I not doing? Oh.
I think there's a trade to be done in Orberg City for the Sinnoh games that you can trade an Abra for a Machop or something like that. I'm trying to remember where the trade is. Trade a Pokemon. Yeah. Items can be equipped to Pokemon that you trade. Trade a Machop for Abra. Right. No. To make getting Abra easier, but it counts as an outsider Pokemon, so there's the risk of disobedience if you don't have enough badges. Also, because we have this first badge, we can now buy super potions. Let's dump our money into super potions. Because why the heck not?
Oh, let me tell you something. In Star Trek Online news, apparently the next story arc has begun. It's called Corruption, and we meet another kind of other dimension board, the Chimeric board, and they are, let's just say, they're nightmare fuel.
Oh. Okay.
By the way, I posted a bit of fan art in the Yukari Mario chat channel on my Discord server.
Oh?
It's a picture of Mario, Peach, and Bowser going to face off against Saber Sephiroth.
Oh God.
Oh, also the cloud part of Saber Sephiroth has the Lackey 2 look and cloud look to it.
Saber Sephiroth?
Why not? But it's Super Mario RPG.
Yukari Mario channel, right?
Yeah, it's Super Mario RPG style. Yeah, I don't think Mario Peach and Bowser have much of a chance against Saber Sephiroth. Good luck.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I know, right?
Safer.
Girl.
Ah,
It's called in English,
Gotta clean your
and it's
nose.
kind of in Japanese. Yeah, that is Sephiroth's ultimate form. Now, hilariously,
I'm saying gotta
trying
clean
to
your
turn
nose.
against him as
You
being
got-
the one-winged angel. In that form, and save for Sephiroth form, he actually has a total of 7 wings. The one black wing in place of his right arm, and then the 2 sets of 3 wings in place of his legs. Also, he lost his bangs for some reason, and now his hair flows upward against gravity. And the double halo.
oh, found out something about Virtual Boy NSO. You can't stream it.
What?
At least not through the dock.
At least not through the dock, because you can't use it with the dock. You can only use
You
it in
can't dock
handheld
it.
mode.
Well,
Yeah,
you
That
can't
is
dock it for
fucking ridiculous.
I
for
know.
B-boy games.
See, I thought there was going to be
Virtual
a
Boy games are not dock compatible. That's ridiculous.
yeah. See, I thought there was going to be a 2D mode for playing on a TV. Like maybe just show like the
Nope.
left-hand screen or something.
That would make too much sense, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, Essence interis ira vehementi, Essence interis ira vehementi, Sephiroth! That even has the commentary in katakana for the Danbori page. Yep, burning inside with violent anger is allegedly the translation of the alleged lyrics, because the lyrics were never officially released for One Winged Angel. I'd mentioned that before, but like, yeah. What we know of what the lyrics are supposed to be are based on what we hear, and also there's a bit of a meme because some people like to have fake lyrics for it due to mishearing the actual lyrics. To be fair, PS1 quality is not the best out there. Like, yeah, it's CD quality, obviously, but like, audio quality gets better with newer consoles, obviously. So we got stuff like Bells, Frogs, Big Cherries, Peter Pan, Magic Cheese for
Oh,
fake
God.
lyrics. And
Magic
you just gotta love the fake lyrics. Yeah, why not?
I am struck with nausea. Oh, your goodness.
Love you, Kia, bro.
Ah,
And he had to go because of being nauseated.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, been there.
Also, a reminder that Sephiroth's original character theme was not One Winged Angel. That was only intended to be the fight theme for the final boss fight. Sephiroth's original character theme was those chosen by the planet. It just kind of got completely overshadowed by One Winged Angel.
Hey, thanks for the raid kill, bro.
Yep.
Let's give you a shout out there.
I like the original One Winged Angel. I like Smooth Nick Groove's cover of it, his acapella version of it. Oh, also the Kingdom Hearts version is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like the
I'll
original
say
One Winged Angel, but without the long instrumental section.
I have to say again, I still like this introduction to Super Smash. Like the gang is about to face down Galeem, and then something just cleanly cuts Galeem in half. And then Sephiroth. And Cloud's basically looking like, stay behind me. I know how to handle this guy.
Yeah. Not so fun fact. Cloud is a mental health issue sufferer in Final Fantasy VII. But on that note, those mental health issues do not manifest whatsoever in Kingdom Hearts. Yes, Cloud is in Kingdom Hearts.
Weird.
Yes, Sephiroth is the super boss there, and he is absolutely ridiculous, as should be expected of Sephiroth. And to fight Sephiroth, you must do so with Sora only. Luckily, fighting Sephiroth is definitely optional in the first Kingdom Hearts game. I'm pretty sure it's a little more involved with Kingdom Hearts 2 from what I've heard, but like, yeah, super boss. I feel like maybe I know a little bit more than I should about Final Fantasy VII, despite having never played the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the final boss fight stuff on YouTube, so it's like, yeah, there's that. So I might be able to instruct people on how to fight safer Sephiroth, or even Bizarro Sephiroth, which is not an accurate translation of that form's name, like, at all. It's supposed to be Rebirth Sephiroth, or can be mistranslated as Reverse Sephiroth, kind of, because of pronunciation shenanigans, but, like, to be fair, the form before Safer Sephiroth is pretty bizarre. So, like, Bizarro Sephiroth is very descriptive, to say the least. So ultimately, the Sephiroth that you chase after during Final Fantasy VII is not the original Sephiroth at all. You find out that he actually died before the game's events. Though you do get to see his original body at some point, encased in ice. Old Genova Cell shenanigans. Genova in general, really. On turn 1, on a Pokemon's first turn, out of the Pokeball, it resets every time you switch the Pokemon out and back into battle, but like on turn 1,
Yeah.
a Pokemon can use Fake Out, a normal type, increased priority move, deals damage, and always flinches, but it only works on that first turn. This does get reset to every time you take the Pokemon and back into its Pokeball and send it back out. But like, yeah, it's a one-turn thing. As I recall, that was actually introduced in Gen 3, but like, yeah. It's a useful move, it's good, but not something you can continuously use super reliably. So like, there is a catch to that move. Yep, we're dealing with Team Galactic again. Each hit from Fury Sweep can indeed separately get critical hits. Unlike in Gen 1 where if the first one gets a critical hit, all hits are critical hits. And yes, it is 6.25% per hit. But ultimately that Fury Sweep's got 2 critical hits, so it's like, wow, okay, thanks game. I'm still looking forward to Black version to get our good old ridiculous Team Plasma dialogue. You think Team Galactic grunts are silly? Team Plasma grunts are crazy. And pretty kind of unhinged in their dialogue sometimes. It gets kind of ridiculous, trust me. Once we get done with Heart Gold, we will be hitting up Black version.
Uh-huh. And that will be the start of Gen 5, I believe.
Yep, we will only be playing 2 Gen 5 games.
I assume that's Black and what?
Black 2.
Black 2, yeah.
Its immediate sequel. That occurs like a couple of years after the initial encounters.
It's Black and White, and then X and Y, then Sun and Moon. Right?
The original, for the first pairs of games, yeah.
Yeah.
If we just ignore the remakes and sequels. Yes, Black and White have sequels instead of a single third version.
Oh, so it's
Gray
Black.
did not end up.
So we'll do Black, then Black 2,
Black
then X, then Sun.
Black, then Black 2, then X, then Omega Ruby.
Oh, Omega Ruby, that's it. Then Sun.
then Ultra Sun, which is
And then yeah,
not the third version either.
yeah, then Sun, then Ultra Sun, and then we're at the Switch, right?
With Let's Go Pikachu.
With Let's Go Pikachu, yeah.
Which is a remake that was split into 2 games because reasons. Well, ultimately, the Let's Go Eevee remake idea is, what if in yellow version you got Eevee as was in game intended? It's like, what if your rival did not just yank up that Eevee before you could get it? Also, the player characters, yes, plural. Despite being yellow remakes, you do not play as red. You get to play as a younger looking child. And yes, you get to play as a girl. If you want to. As a standard, as the Bristol version. But like, despite being a yellow remake, much like Red and Green remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, yeah, you get to play as a girl in the newer versions. And unlike what you would expect from Eevee being a 1 in 8 chance of being female, the starter Eevee for Let's Go Eevee has a 50-50 shot of being female instead. To match, I guess it's made to match Pikachu, I suppose. And soft resetting that is a different bit of business. In the sense that you get to immediately see on the title screen whether your starter is male or female. So that there is that bit of change for Eevee just to accommodate for that, I suppose. The Let's Go games are actually kind of nice. I had fun with them playing those games on my own time. I had more fun than I thought I would. Despite being forced to use motion control for catching Pokemon. We didn't go here in the Diamond Adventure, really. The number matching goes from right to left, by the way. Oh well. I don't know why together would be a great team. Oh, that's their abilities. Dang it. It's been a while since I've done this, not gonna lie. Mystery gift. Mystery gift has been a thing since Gen 2, actually. Although it's ultimately repurposed here. Ah, okay, yeah, I was misremembering a word. Okay. Everyone happy? Wi-Fi connected. This is not indicated in game whatsoever. To show that it did actually work. Mystery gift events. Yeah, mystery gift spoofing is a thing.
Oh, jeez.
And if I were to set up my Wi-Fi connection on this handheld, I'd be able to randomly go through that stuff. But I need to look up the information for that anyway. But I decided to get that taken care of so I can instead modify my save file to add event activities anyway. Just saw a feature that lets your Facebook account stay active after you die with AI.
Oh, I heard about that.
So help me, you best to pray to whatever God you believe in that ghosts don't exist, because if you so much as consider doing this after I have left this earth, I will haunt the ever-living fucking shit out of you and the next 3 generations to your bloodline. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Apparently, though, it is something that's opt-in, not opt-out. So there's at least that. Basically, it would have to be something that the account owner or executor after death would have to opt in on.
You have to turn it on, not turn it off.
Right. So, like I said, there is that.
It's not an automatic thing.
Right.
Because how would then the Facebook page know you're dead?
Yeah. Parla's heal?
Paralyze heal.
Oh, they just didn't want to write out the whole word. Okay.
They never do actually write the whole word out for the item name.
I assume they do in newer games.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, gee.
But I can double check. Parlyz space Heal. I guess they do fix that eventually. Never mind, don't listen to me. What do I know? When was that fixed? Is that something I've ever really paid any attention to because I tend to not use Paralyze heals? Okay, I guess they did fix it. I just never paid attention. That was fixed in Gen 6. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's spelled without the... Okay, yeah, correction. It was indeed fixed in Gen 6. Okay. Much like a lot of other spelling weirdness of moves being
Yeah.
single camel-cased words. Like, Bubble Beam ends up becoming a pair of words instead of a camel-cased single word. So yes, that does end up getting fixed. Okay, never mind.
Alright.
I stand corrected. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
I stand corrected.
Okay.
I say stand, but I'm obviously sitting.
Mhm.
As you know me, you should already know that I just am always on the floor when I'm not in bed.
Yeah.
To be fair, my bed is also on the floor. I never did end up putting the bed frame back under it.
Oh, gee.
So at this point, I'm just fine with having the frame, the box and the mattress on the floor. Despite having also replaced my blinds.
Yeah.
I couldn't replace my blinds while I still had a cat because those blinds would have still also ended up being damaged anyway.
Yeah.
I still have the previous blinds in the hallway because reasons. No, don't worry, they're not in the way. Random trivia popped up in my head about Magikarp. In
Oh.
Japanese, it's Koi King.
Oh. Well.
So technically it has king in its name. It's not a carp, it's more of a koi thing, but either way, its evolution lore is that it goes up a waterfall, becomes a dragon, a
Well,
draconic
koi is-
thing,
well, a
and
koi
it's
is a-
Gyarados.
Well, a koi is a type of carp, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
less specific here.
Yeah.
It's just less specific in English. Yeah, less specific for the English name. It is kind of magical that it becomes Gyarados, though. Unfortunately, as a Magikarp, this thing gives very little experience. sadly, we'll never get to hear the daytime music of Hoshino during taking the easy time.
Oh, yeah. Because it goes by the real-life clock.
Yeah, it goes by the system clock. I mean, I could set it to a different time if I really wanted to, and I probably will for Heart Gold. But, like, yeah. Since we always play at night. And Double Team, I don't need Double Team. Double Team is for people who need Double Team. Yeah, sure, you can boost your evasion, but if you get hit, your defense is still the same as always. A casual rock team TM. And mono-type runs are their own special challenge to begin with. If you want to do that, you can kind of do that. It's more viable in the newer games though, because it becomes less of an issue getting HMs to be a thing, along with the initial thought of, oh, you only have one shared type across your team. Especially if you like don't choose Watcher, so then you have problems fitting Surf onto your team if you don't want to have HM slaves included. So like, yeah. It also kind of inherently means Watcher type is the easiest to work with in terms of distributing HM moves as well, I suppose. Because then inherently your Pokemon are going to be able to learn Surf.
Right. Because without Surf, you'll die in the water. with all that blue, with all that blue dye they keep putting in it. Right?
Yeah, something like that.
The water is dyed a deep blue. I'm like they put blue dye in the
We
water.
know that's supposed to just be an expression, right?
Yeah, I know.
Fun fact! As I recall, in Gen 8 Little Cup competitive battles, according to Smogon rules, you cannot use Cherubi, not because it's a good Pokemon, no. The reason is, its one and only ability, Chlorophyll, is not allowed.
Oh.
Therefore, you cannot use Cherubi. Whoops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Because Pokemon can't not have an ability in Gen 3 and onward.
Right. Oh, the Latin American voice actor for Huskda. Oh no!
Well, that definitely is unfortunate. Sad news, everyone. Also, we're trying to catch Shinx and Starly up to Piplup, obviously. Don't worry about mine, just slap that Kricketot up with a wing attack and you're good to go. You can't retaliate if you're knocked out. Bird! Evolve! Bigger bird!
Staravia.
No, it also has Intimidate for its ability.
Ah. Good.
So I can now Intimidate Shuffle.
Good. Do the Intimidate Shuffle. That's right.
I love doing that against Cynthia's Garchomp. Weirdly enough, that becomes a little bit trickier in BDSP because that Garchomp knows Sword Stance. So it's very important to keep track of what stage that attack stat is set to during that battle, because Sword Stance is +2 stages per use, while Intimidate is -1 per activation. But I did still manage to get stuff done anyway. We're going to heal up before we take on the twins.
Hey! Hey, that's rather serendipitous. I'm taking on the twins right now.
Lucky for me, I'm only taking on 2 twins. Not the whole freaking team.
I didn't screw that too bad.
Yep, this battle again. These very specific twins again. Double Intimidate on both Pokemon. -2 attack stage debuff to both Pachirisu. Because their attack had been cut in half overall each. So they are not doing much damage. But due to being electric type Pokemon, I don't really get to use wing attack either. Because that would be resisted. Oh yeah, of course, critical hits ignore stat buffs. Well, they don't ignore... If it was Gen 1, they would ignore the stat buffs. We've seen that nonsense before, long time ago. But like, yeah, critical hits ignore stat debuffs. And opponent stat buffs too, I suppose. But like, your own, not so much anymore. Yeah, it ignores stat changes, except for your own buffs. As for Gen 1, as I mentioned, yes, critical hits just fully ignore stat changes. And it can make your attacks do less damage if you set up with, like, Sword Stance.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of ridiculous. Thankfully, that was fixed in Gen 2.
Well, that's good.
And probably Pokemon Stadium as well, but whatever. Also, yes, Pachirisu is this Pokemon's Japanese name.
I had a figure. I had a feeling. I was just gonna say.
So they just literally Romanized the name for English.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Pachirisu. I'll let you go first. The resisted wing attack was still good enough for the final hit. Finally, Shinx gets an electric
lock
attack.
on my phone because my mental health is starting to plummet and my attention span is just gone. Oh, jeez. I have less of this anxious hell feeling literally quitting alcohol. 2 hours on Facebook and TikTok each and 2 hours tapping. So, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. We're actually going to keep BD with us.
Good. Because he breaks rocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put it away in the PC right now because I'm not going to need Rock Smash, and Cut is not an option right now, so like, it wouldn't be a problem. Just go ahead and do that. I guess I will. But at the same time, having something to switch to patient up my other Pokemon would be perfectly acceptable as well. Unfortunately, that means, yeah, Beat would just be a damage sponge, I suppose. So, like, could technically get experience on that thing as well. Mm-hmm. What is your ability though, Beat? Oh my gosh, it's simple. Okay.
What's simple?
Okay, let me look. Simple ability. Simple doubles the effectiveness of stat changes. That's kind of all you need to know.
Okay.
Meaning defense curl becomes a +2 defense buff. Sword Stance would be +4 per use.
Instead of +2, yeah.
Yeah. But ultimately you then only get to use Sword Stance twice because it caps at +6. If you were to use curse with this BD, you would get +2 attack, +2 defense, -2 speed. Because it's not a ghost type. Yep. If it were to somehow gain access to Tail Glow using the buffed effect that it later gets going from +2 special attack to +3 special attack, it would then get +6 in one use of that Tail Glow. If it were to somehow gain access to that in a later game, that'd be totally ridiculous. Now I'm going to put the BD away. I don't need a damage sponge. We don't need BD for now anyway. Just out of habit, I go through the move Pokemon section instead of deposit and withdraw. Diversity of flowers being mentioned here. A new NPC added to Platinum. Because Shaman also has a new form. It said that Shaman did some stuff here in Flower Room in town to revitalize the land. TM 88 Pluck. It attacks the opponent with flying type damage and uses the target's held berry. Yeah, holding a berry NPC. Yeah, you're losing that. Same for a trainer, like trainer and stuff for PvP. But like, yeah, that's a move we can go with. Attack and steal the berry effect, consuming the berry. In some situations, it's actually not a bad move. Although NPC trainers tend to like not use held items all that much. The spray duck. Which of course looks like a Psyduck.
Of course.
Much like how the Whalmer Pale looks like a Whalmer. It's a Whalmer of a time. Accessories for dressing up your Pokemon. No, wait, is that the musical thing or what? Yeah, I don't know. Accessories for the Super Contest, sure. You need to do a lot of berry harvesting if you want to get the better stuff. A lot of berry harvesting. which also occurs in real time. Speaking of berries, also, before I forget, we're going back to Jubilife City. Before we get too far away from there, you know? Also, I need to get Bidoof out.
Yeah.
You never know if that... You'll never know whether that extra 23 experience will help or not. That can make a difference. It's like, oh right, I need Bidoof. Beepa. The memo pad will not be using. Free gym badges. Oh, by the way. As per usual, the badges are listed in a specific order. Yeah, tap that badge. Yes, it will eventually get dirty over time as well, because why not?
Oh god.
Something special about the Sinnoh region. Of course, the feature was carried over to BDSP. However, you cannot make use of it when your system is docked.
Yeah.
Because that requires the touchscreen to be accessible. Which it isn't when the system is docked. But like, yeah, that is a feature in BDSP as well. Also, there's nothing stopping you from pointing a camera at your system's screen.
Oh, that is true.
Aside from, like, personal decisions, obviously. My mental health is like glass, sturdy enough to make a window see-through on very unfortunate levels, and once smack with the baseball bat and it's shattered. Yeah, that's a description.
Yeah.
Okay, for real now, we don't exactly need B-Dupe anymore. At least not until we get the next badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't need B-Dupe again for a little while. There we go. Actually using the deposit thing, and withdraw can be used later. It's a correct description. You can't deny that one. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, I ended up playing a Link to the Past randomizer this morning instead of Fortune Street because I have Fortune Street playing settled with Louie for Friday night's first stream.
Yeah.
The waiting for taking
The waiting
easy
for
type
Take It
stream.
Easy stream. Yeah.
Yeah, the waiting for a Take It Easy stream. The thing that I like to do when we go bowling on Friday nights.
Hmm.
And it was actually Louie's idea. He contacted me about that.
Cool.
You doofuses stand out like sore thumbs, okay? Just gonna put that out there. Let you and him battle. And Diamond and Pearl. Let me know it's exclusive to Pearl. By the way. That's why we never ran into any wild Glammy now and Diamond, by the way. Just to put that out there.
Glam meow.
Just being a slower
Doing
sheep
well,
is not
Kerplunk.
helping,
Doing
like,
well.
at all.
How are you?
Yeah. But I got a critical hit, so the attack debuff did not matter. Oh my goodness. Lucky me. Perhaps that extra experience from the wild battles kind of mattered. Kerchunk! Not Kerplunk,
Had your Mardi Gras
Kerchunk,
pancake?
okay?
Ah, cool. Cool. Wait a minute. If today's
By
Mardi
the way,
Gras,
Mardi Gras or
wait a
Carnival.
minute. If today's Mardi Gras, does that mean yesterday was Carnival in Animal Crossing?
Yeah, that did happen recently.
Yeah.
Festival, by the way.
Festival. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Brazil, Carnival happened, and because it happens at this particular time of year, they don't also celebrate Valentine's Day at this time of year. They're being a little bit too messy. They already have enough noise going on with Carnival, okay?
Yeah.
So instead, in Brazil, Valentine's Day is celebrated on the 12th of June. The 12th of June is Brazilian Valentine's Day. It's like, who said they could do that? Well, to be fair, holidays are technically arbitrary. Especially ones that are not federal to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure, we can just
Yeah,
kind of put that
festival.
wherever we want.
Yeah,
in the
festival
year,
was
so-
yesterday. Yeah, I figured. Festival, because festival is always the day before Mardi Gras in Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Yeah. Festival was introduced in City Folk for Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
And that also means Pave first appeared in City Folk.
Pave!
Or let's go to the city for you European players.
Pave!
and Australian
The
players.
Lord of the Dance! Ba 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 ba!
What we need to do is replace him with Kuja, and then he'll somehow make the holiday about himself. Because as we know, Kuja is a narcissist.
Mhm.
Hilariously, that guy is my favorite Final Fantasy villain and he happens to be my favorite Final Fantasy game, which is Final Fantasy IX. Existential Crisis, the game.
Kujaval.
Sure. And despite his narcissism and his appearances, he is a fantastically powerful mage. On that note, he never attacks physically.
Pull his tail.
Not
you
even
get a
in
bee.
traits form.
Yep.
Yep, Kuja never uses physical attacks in Final Fantasy IX. Not even in his super powerful traits form. Just kind of spams magic attacks. He has a crap ton of health. Yep, you can guess, you can tell what's going on here. Fairy Swipe's getting all 5 hits. Of this generation, Charge also boosts the user's special defense by 1 stage per usage, on top of making the next attack being a double attack hit, a double damage hit if it's an electric type move. But like, technically you can just use the electric type attack twice and get basically the same effect. So I guess they kind of had to buff Charge to make it a little bit more worth using. Because in Gen 3, all it does is double the next move's damage if it's an electric attack. Which, like I said, you can just use the electric attack twice and get the same result.
People were complaining on Facebook about Pave and the explanation of Peacock being a dimorphic species. Yeah. And the male having bright feathers to attract the female fell upon unlistening, angry, transphobic ears. Yeah. I know.
Josh Shinx is so cute, though. Pokemon, by the way. On that note of cat Pokemon, yeah, I guess you could say Entei is also a bit cat-like, kind of like lionish. And Raikou is obviously a saber-toothed cat. As for Suicune, I'm not entirely sure what that thing's supposed to be, but it is clearly not a dog.
Wait till they learn about cardinals. Yeah. Yeah.
Shoot. Cardinal, the state bird of North Carolina. Uh-huh. It's something I learned while growing up, of course. At some point in my life, I did live in a small number of different places in North Carolina. Yes, I have lived in North Carolina before. I have also lived in Oklahoma at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have been to Texas. I have family that lives in Texas. I've been to Texas to visit family. I'll put it that way. That state, it really is big. Now, of course, not as big as Alaska, as we know that thing is like 2.4 times larger than Texas. More than double the size, yeah. They need to get... Oh, also, Team Galactic grunts. They need that sweet honey to attract Pokemon in great numbers. Wait, this isn't Diamond. But they do need the honey anyway.
The Peacock Queen, I couldn't help but say, hey, that's not correct. Yeah, I could see that. Unless, of course, they meant a different kind of queen.
By the way, in Platinum, unlike in Diamond and Pearl, you can buy honey 1 at a time or 10 at a time. Yeah. So that fixes things a little bit. It takes literal hours for the honey to potentially work, and even then you might not get what you want.
Yeah.
And specific trees can be the only ones that have munchlax available, and those things are both rare and you never know which trees they are per save file.
Oh, jeez.
So, like, if you go through one playthrough and you figure out where munchlax can be summoned onto a honey tree, going through another playthrough will have different trees set up for the munchlax. So, like, you cannot make note of that per playthrough. I like not walking through the flowers because why would I need to do that? You can do that, obviously, but like I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
It feels oddly disrespectful.
I could see that.
Meanwhile, NPCs walking in the flowers anyway. Okay, sure. But yeah, now now that most of my Pokemon are good to go with their Intimidate nonsense, I can get some Intimidate shuffling to happen. Aside from Luxury and Staraptor being good Pokemon anyway, it's nice to have that as an option.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you do specifically need to make sure your Shinx has Intimidate for its ability for it to stay Intimidate. Otherwise, you're getting rivalry, and that kind of isn't great.
Careful, you may summon Flower Blight Ganon. Oh god.
Goodness. Well, we don't need that guy showing up anytime soon.
Yeah.
Back to Team Galactic nonsense. I'm sitting here remembering the fact that I have played Pokemon in German as well, by the way.
You think Team Galactic would use Solrock and Unitone as a fairy? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Space Pokemon, but nope. They do end up using Bronzor and Bronzong, which are ancient. Well, I didn't need to switch my Pokemon around. Luxio has more health than Staravia, so it's fine.
Oh,
so I didn't need to worry about that after all. Okay. Let's just use a potion. That would be easier than going all the way back to the Pokemon Center just to heal up. And Octo alright, it's not only Mars, but another new character. A guy that we also saw in the intro cutscene stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside Looker, of course.
Wrong armadillo he was. Oh god.
One of 3 commanders. No, wait. It's one of 4. Luckily, I did just save. Yep. Cartridge nonsense.
Uh-oh. How far back did you lose?
I just immediately saved beforehand.
Oh, good.
Just unplug it and replug it. It sometimes works. I lost no progress. Luckily, I saved before these boss battles.
Team Galactic's barber? No, wait. Oh, jeez.
Hit an antelope in Wyoming. Like, Wyoming, don't go there. Antelope are assholes. Wow.
Assholeope.
Also, if you don't like being lonely, don't go to Wyoming because of how sparsely populated that state is. Also, at least we don't have too many problems with the splash cartridge, despite its obvious physical flaw.
Right.
Sometimes you really do just get what you pay for.
Commander Mars.
I like that she has red hair.
Well, of course she does. I mean, Mars is the red planet after all.
Yeah. But like, look at how red her hair is. Per ugly, which it shouldn't be a per ugly right now anyway. We're going to intimidate shuffle this thing. Although it should be noted that Saravia is badly poisoned, so there's going to be limited use for her.
Yeah.
Switching out a badly poisoned Pokemon in like Gen 1 reverts the badly poisoned status to a normal poison status. Because those games are not all that smart about certain things, like remembering certain aspects of statuses. Also, Critical Hit is going to bypass Intimidate shenanigans, of course.
Of course.
That should be good enough. Should be at -5 attack.
We're getting the band back together.
Not all of the band, though. thing is, if I had taught Pluck to use Staravia, I could have stolen that Cornberry and used it right away. Like, just have it heal Staravia
Yeah.
instead of her ugly. You uppity brat! Oh gosh, Mars, what the heck? There's this new OC character, this new character. In Japan, the guy's name is Pluto. Yeah, they changed this guy's name.
Why?
I'm not entirely sure why.
Probably because of the whole Pluto's not really a planet controversy.
Could be. But his English name is still related to Pluto. They said, we need more moons in this team. It's more like they just need moons on the team full stop because the other three commanders are just named after planets anyway. Then there's Cyrus and everyone else is just grunt. Yeah. Yeah, Drifling can now appear on Fridays.
Okay,
Something we didn't show off in Diamond.
but we'll be able to show it off here.
I mean, if we wanted to, we could go back to Diamond version on Friday and then very briefly show that off, although we won't have much time for it.
Yeah.
Because 11 p.m. start time.
Yeah, true. Looks like tomorrow will be a good time for your favorite MST cake. No spring!
Also, new cutscene because Looker didn't exist in Diamond or Pearl.
Yeah.
Not sure if we should ever take that guy seriously.
Or maybe we should take him most seriously of all. Because he's the doctor.
Yeah, maybe. Sure. Design coincidence? Well, potentially. Yeah, you notice that things are going much more quickly in Platinum compared to Diamond.
Well, yeah, I noticed.
That's because Platinum was programmed better.
Yep.
Just keep on dumping my money into sea preparations, I guess. Yeah, we don't lose half of our money when we lose the trainers anymore. That's an older generation thing.
Yeah.
it is finally time to put Piplup back into the lead spot.
Okay.
What?
Alright, Pippi.
Piplup needs to evolve.
Yep. Time to put Pippi back into the pole position.
Pole position is a very weird Yu-Gi-Oh card, by the way.
Yeah, the pole position. The top of the lineup. The king of the hill.
Except it causes a lot of unending loop sequences in Yu-Gi-Oh card game activities, which cause its own, and which can lead to its own destruction.
Oh, shh.
Infinite loops are very awkward in Yu-Gi-Oh. And depending on what's causing the loop to occur, it will determine which card goes to the
Kerplop,
graveyard.
You've activated my trap card, the Rusty Shackleford. Oh, God.
Not the Yu-Gi-Oh memes.
Rusty Shackleford.
I'm so happy we are playing Platinum instead of
Yeah.
Diamond.
Ponyta.
In Japanese, that is actually its name. It's spelled with an I instead of a Y, of course.
Well, yeah.
For Rapidash, its Japanese name is Gala. If you feel like making fun of that, go ahead. Just an English word that horses tend to do. Of course, it's in katakana.
Although part of me wonders if in the U.S. version, if Pikachu would have been Pikachu in the U.S. version, if not for the controversy a year prior in the original Japanese viewing of that one episode.
Who knows? We do know that many other Pokemon do go on to have their Japanese names kept in English.
I know.
Mostly legendary Pokemon, but not even all of those get to have that happen. We got to have 3 evolutions in one stream. Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sadly, even with same type attack bonus, Bubble is not Pip. Yeah, Pippi's weakest move. It is still Frimflup's weakest move in terms of attack power. Yeah, Bubble kind of sucks in the older games. Despite it having that 10% chance of lowering any opponent's speed by 1 stage. Which is kind of ridiculous once they get buffed to have 40 base power in Gen 6, making Water Gun kind of obsolete until Bubble goes away in Gen 8.
Ah.
Which could be why they got rid of Bubble.
Yeah.
Which is kind of silly because at that point, water gun is just basically inferior bubble.
I could see that.
Or it reduces electric type damage. Geodude is immune to electric type moves. Maybe it has some use in double battles, but whatever. The rare, yeah, the rare Yu-Gi-Oh! King of the Hill crossover joke, yeah. Now remember King of the Hill stuff, Hank Hill saying, "Do I look like someone who knows what a JPEG is?" Look, at least he's willing to admit that he's not tech savvy. GD. That show is definitely something else. Fun times, though. There's a point I would like to get to before we call it a night, by the way, okay?
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Yes, I would like to get Roselia.
Yeah, it's not tonight. I have to end early. It's tomorrow night. I have to end earlier than usual.
Okay. Yes, I would like to get Roselia again, but like, I kind of need to wait to get it as Roselia. I want to skip the buddy stage because you can't evolve it at night. To get Buddy to evolve into Roselia, not only do you need to raise its friendship and level it up, it can't be during the night. It needs to be like in the morning or during the day, which just never happens during Take It Easy streams. Mm-hmm. Unless I were to adjust the system clock. And I kind of don't want to bother with that. So like we're waiting. It's going to be a while, a little bit longer before we get more Pokemon party members. So for a bit longer, we are going to just have half a team.
I know.
Spoiler alert! No, I'm not getting Ghastly again. Gonna put that out there.
All right.
I do have the team decided on, though, by the way. I'm gonna use some different stuff, a couple of different Pokemon compared to Diamond. this game, I love getting unuseful critical hits. Oh, goody.
Guess they could have just gone Zap Rack or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
Game, did you kind of not do that with the critical hits? Give them to me a little sooner, maybe? Like, getting 2 critical hits, same battle when they did not matter.
What? Good news? Good stuff. Okay. Oh, that's alright.
Like, dear game, stop giving me critical hits when they don't matter. I'd like to at least get up to the house before the forest.
Oh, looks like Mia played a full game for the Yankees. She had 5 at-bats, 1 hit, and 1 run batted in. Cool.
Also, we have APOM here. IPOM. Technically, this has the same name in Japanese, but it's pronounced differently.
Oh, yeah, Fallout 4. Oh, yeah, Fallout 4 comes out for the Switch on Tuesday, doesn't it? Next Tuesday, yeah. Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, thankfully, Platinum running smoother and more quickly is getting us through things faster, of course.
You hate shiny hunting and Let's Go, Kerplop? Oh, geez. Yeah, I did hear it was a little more difficult than Let's Go.
At least you aren't stuck with full odds.
Yeah.
like there are ways to make the odds better. I still haven't bothered with shiny hunting, like, as a regular thing outside of Scarlet and Violet. And I choose to stick with full odds, no gimmicks or anything like that. Just full odds. Which is very satisfying to get things done with. Just in case you didn't pick the right starter, you still get to encounter Piplup. Like, if you go with Turtwig, your rival gets Chimchar. Then again, that would mean Lucas ends up with Piplup anyway, so whatever. I just really want to make sure you see all the as many of the Pokemon as there are in the Pokédex within reason. Just battle all the trainers and you'll get nearly everything in the Dex scene. With a few exceptions. It's also good for experience points anyway. Hey, check it out! A useful critical hit! Asking you may receive. We'll take care of the 4th tomorrow night.
Alright. Alright. Time to rest. Time to rest, and tomorrow, gym 2 already tomorrow, or level up?
We need to actually reach Eterna City. We're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet. Okay.
We need to go through the forest first, in which we will be escorting Cheryl again.
Oh, that's right. God, I forgot about that. It's been so long.
And her Chansey.
Chansey.
In Japan, that thing's name is Lucky.
Lucky. Why did they call it Lucky in the US then?
I'm sure there's some reason
Maybe
for
because
that.
they saw the romanization as R-A-K-I and thought, no, we gotta give it a different name.
R.A. Let me see. Specific romanization for Tennessee.
It would be Raki, right?
R-A-K-K. Yeah, R-A-K-K. And linked. It's got R-A.
Yeah.
The consonant doubler.
Oh,
Then
okay.
K-I. Then a vowel lengthener.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, R-A small T-S-U. K-I vowel lengthener. So it comes out as Rocky.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it does translate as lucky.
A what?
And it turns a bizarre green when it's dying.
Yeah. Let's see, well... Yeah, this here is just a list of your medications, huh? Let me see. That's why I'm looking up. Okay,
Green
yeah,
is a
yeah.
weird
It's
yellow
nothing
color.
you have to fill out.
Mostly, it's some.
It's
weird
just stuff for your.
green-
It looks like it's just stuff for your records.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fancy shiny colors are not
Yeah, you don't have to worry
amazing,
about
I
this.
guess.
Here. Oh. There. All right.
I'm already playing as Dawn again,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. And I assume you'll be Dawn in Brilliant and Shining as well, then.
Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, yeah.
All right. More
I'm not bothered by the cheapified models of the remakes, by the way.
All right, more Pokemon tomorrow where we go on an escort quest.
Yep. And then eventually the second gym.
And then eventually.
And then more Team Galactic.
Okay. Yeah, cause
Yeah, we got our first
today.
match tonight.
Yeah.
We got to deal with Team Galactic for the first time again.
Uh-huh. Plus he was
And things are going by more quickly because Platinum is not as poorly programmed as Diamond or Pearl.
Ah. Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah, some weird programming issues.
Yeah.
Get the shout-outs out there.
Yeah, because we do have a couple shout-outs. We have Ranko for the collab. And we have Yome for joining us in the voice chat and then rating us after. So, so be sure to follow them both.
Yeah, we'll talk more about Giratina and when we get to that.
And on the Radimeter...
Like, yeah, by the way, yeah. By the way, yeah, we'll talk more about Giratina once we get to that.
All right, for the Radimeter, let's go to... You know, there's someone I haven't rated in a while. Latomi! Latomi's playing World of Warcraft right now.
Wow.
So we're going to raid Latomi, and until tomorrow, you know what to do, folks. Follow and subscribe. Join the Particle Acceleration. You can also join us on Discord, !Discord in the chat, or scroll down to where it says, join the Particle Acceleration on Discord. Until tomorrow, I'm DJ Particle. I've been here with
RankoHoshino.
and we're out of here. Peace.
Take it easy, stay safe, love y'all, bye-bye.